Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another episode of the Chess of Obscurity. In this one, we're going to take a look back, way back in time, about maybe 1995, for a remake of an old classic, but with a fresh coat of paint on it. And so I bring to you this weird and wacky classic coming to you from 1995. Brought to us by Taito. Space Invaders 95, The Attack of the Lunar Loonies. Now, if you never heard of this, you've never heard of Space Invaders, what the hell's wrong with you? So, yeah, let's go with the weirdness that is Darius. Now, you have characters from various series like Kiki Kai Kai, or what is known here as Pocky and Rocky. And if you don't know the rules of Space Invaders, well, the thing is, you have to make sure that you don't let them come near your... You have to make sure that they don't come near the bottom level of your screen. Otherwise, you'll be invaded. This time I and a boss will fight against you. We need to get the hell out of here. Gourmet Star. So yes, we're flying in the Silverhawk. Now you're probably wondering, why this game? There's a fine line of what a remake and a remaster is. We can pretty much say that this is a remaster of an old series. And for what it's worth, you know, we've seen plenty of remakes and remasters. Double Dragon, Space Invaders, the Mana series, and yes, even Phoenix Wright. I see nothing wrong with bringing back older games. And to my knowledge, you know, nothing... A lot of people have never really gotten into, like, the PS2 era games, or the PS1 era games. It's about the same as, say, Pac-Man. Like, if you never heard of Pac-Man, something is wrong with you. A huge battleship. Yamato. It's approaching fast. This is definitely a nod to Darius. With a something as terrible as saying fried shrimp. Summer stars, a star in an everlasting sun. I cannot speak. Yeah, there's something wrong with you. You might be a bum on it. But what I find stupid is if you have to remaster a remaster. Or should I say re-release a remaster. And I will say this. One of the worst things I've ever seen was the fact that Lunar ended up like that. Only because they did something so silly with Silver Star Sword. Now you got Lunar, right? And then you for some reason do a remake of the same game about three different times. Now I see nothing wrong with this. Lunar getting a remaster. Just like if just like Grandia got a remaster. But if you're doing the following, which to make no damn sense whatsoever, you're going to remaster a game that's already been remastered. Let me get this. You got Lunar, the Silver Star. On the Saturn it was called on the Saturn PlayStation. It's you at my house. It's not me, it's that stupid UFO. I mean, the reasoning behind it is so stupid. You're already going to remaster a game that already had a remaster? And on top of that, you're going to basically just do the following. You're going to remaster a game and pretty much add a new dub over the original dub. That's one thing I never did understand about Silver Star Harmony. It's basically the same game redone, but all you did was make a prequel, in which it should have been. It should have been that, a prequel. Lunar is one of those series that proves that it was real good from the start, but its own downfall was with their head, Victor Island. And I mean, Working Designs was one of those fine RPG companies that I did not mind hearing from back in the day when I used to write letters. Because yes, I used to write letters to such companies as Working Designs, Capcom, NBC, before it became NBC Universal. And let me tell you, that really got things done. When you wrote a letter to a company and you say how much you enjoy a certain series or how much you didn't like a certain series. That spoke volumes of respect right there. I remember one time when I wrote a letter to Working Design, they said that if they weren't in the video game business, they would have considered doing a Lunar anime. And yes, I wrote to such letters as to say Capcom and asked them about Resident Evil. About a 1.5 version of Resident Evil. They never did answer me back, but I know it made an impact. That's a practice I would say I would love to bring back, especially now. Just because it is what it is. It's just basically one of the fine arts of, you know, getting your point across. Especially when you're mentioning to, especially when you mention it to companies, and not just video game companies, but any kind of company. And we am being haunted. Mother Star. I mean, it's just as simple as that. It's like, you want to know true power? That's your true power right there. It basically tells you who's listening and who's not listening. Like, we can all agree that Seiken Densetsu from Squaresoft, or the Holy Sword Legend, it's probably one of the most sought after series to be brought back But I feel the problem with that is there wasn't anything wrong with the monasteries. It's just it got lost in translation and it was called, you know, the Final Fantasy Adventure. And it took like what, a few years later, in which the Game Boy Advance had a remake of the Final Fantasy Adventure and called it what it really is, Sword of Mana. And then you got Secret of Mana, which we already got, and then came a remake of Secret of Mana. Which, to me, I can only say, why be angry? Why be angry? Why truly be angry at a series which we grew up on on a Game Boy, then got ported over to Super Nintendo, and the third game, which is now being remastered as Trials of Mana. I'm sorry, I'd rather take... Oh, a UFO escaping, of course. You're not going away, sir. No. No. I have destroyed the final weapon of invaders, then the Earth is saved. And the weirdos have been shot and derpified beyond all end. We'll protect the peace of the Earth. Oh God, are we? As far as we are here, invaders are not fearful. Especially with this lineup. So that's Space Invaders 95, the attack of the Lunar Loonies, brought to us by Taito of 1995. I just have to question a few things. Especially with why get upset about a remake that has been remade already. And yet people are making it a big deal like, well, I said, no, it's not a big deal. I look at E3 as a means to say, this is how far we've come with video games, folks. Y'all trying to be like Twin B. I know that. Y'all trying to be like Twin B. I look at that as, you know, I look at E3 as that. So that must be Procon Tyat. Might as well. Yeah, why not? So continuing, because I might as well just make a full-blown video of me just going through this stage, or rather, you know, let me just talk about E3 in general while I'm on the subject. As I said, E3 is basically a general representation of how far we've come in video games. And let me tell you, we've gone very far in video games. And when you think about it, when you go as far as say you want to remaster some old games and just bring them out to a newer audience, that's good. But some things I just don't get. There are some things that just don't make sense. Whoa! Gourmet star. Hello! I feel as though Square Enix should have been doing that for years. You know, I mean, now they're going to bring out the classics of Mana under a different name, like Trials of Mana for Seiken Densetsu 3 or the Holy Sword Legend 3. Among other things, oh yeah, the Soul Blazer trilogy. All I can say about that is, well, I'm not even mad if they're gonna do that. And they brought out Star Ocean. I mean, Star Ocean is like one of those underrated series that most people have never heard of. Until you have a PSP or a PlayStation. Or a PlayStation 2. You would never heard about Star Ocean until you actually played the third game. Till the end of time, which was on PS3. I mean PS2. Even though there is a re-release of it on PS4, since technically it's a good reason for you to get a PS4 if you miss playing the PS2 games. Now's a good time for you to get a PS4. I mean, it's the same thing if you love the classics. There's a console for you. I kid you not. But at the same time, I honestly feel we need a crash of some sort. No, seriously, we need a crash of some sort. Just to put things in perspective sometimes. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm saying such a thing as why we need a crash. I wouldn't mind it if we did have some sort of crash, just because. Some gamers, I don't know, they want to act so nouveau riche with games. And yet, for some reason, whenever I do games like these, older games, it just makes me think, how there's so many people out there who want to overthink on a video game. It's like, I don't know about you, but I don't want to be busting my ass trying to figure something out, or trying to say, I want to beat the game no matter the cost. Girl, I did not hit your house. She was cute, but goddamn, she was a crazy bitch. Ghost Star. And I say it like this. I really don't like snobs. Or we're gonna be very fancy schmancy about it. Nouveau riche. Because first off, you know better than nobody else if you are supposedly nouveau riche. It just means you're entitled and you're spoiled. And you must think that whatever says goes because you got money in your fucking set of content. And you got green hair. To me, I'd say, meh. Seriously. And, you know, I'd rather be this. I'd rather be this guy that plays older games just because, for the nostalgia factor of it. Plus, there's so many games just out there just waiting to be rediscovered. If given the chance. And if it does sound like it's weird, it's only because I'm uploading a video at the same time. I've been having issues trying to upload PS4 videos. I mean, to me, I just like playing video games because they're fun. I've been playing them all my life. And sometimes I prefer classic over modern anyway. So again, as anybody online, and ask them what's better. I can always tell you, it depends on what you like. It's like for me personally, whatever seems good. As I say, what I would like. I mean, whatever works for me. My personal taste may vary. That's what happens when you get invaded. But still, you know, my taste may vary, but I like something that isn't too dark, not too light, but something always in the middle. And it's always going to stay right in the middle. And I don't mind staying in the middle because, you know, at least this way I know what I like and I know what I'll try and what's worth trying out. And not feel, you know, totally affected by, well, you tried it out? I said, yeah, I tried it out because I want to see what it's about. Like, for those who know, I don't really care much for I really don't care much for horror, and yet for some reason I don't mind something like J-horror. Yeah, I play Tokiden. And see, I don't see nobody else that I know of play Tokiden. And it's not on a set difficulty, you know. It's not on a difficulty which is like, oh, you have to play it on easy or medium. No, it's on a set difficulty. And the only thing you have to do is upload. I mean, not upload. But the only thing you would actually have to do is just upgrade, not upload. You would have to upgrade your ingredients. You would have, you know where my mind is on food. But the thing is, with Tokiden, the only thing you have to do is constantly update your equipment, your armor, your weaponry, all that. But that's where my gamer perspective is. Yeah, I don't buy into hype. I really don't. It's just one of those. It's just one of those things that I just don't really care for. It's just like. It's like, why? If I find something that grabs my interest, I will definitely play it. Who knows? Make a let's play of it. I don't know. But if it grabs my interest, that's a good thing. It don't have to be popular either. But this weird mess of a game, though, is perfect. So again, this was Space Invaders 95, the attack of the Lunar Loonies, and I have been your friendly neighborhood Tenkaichi, Ichigo Moscow, and I shall see you next time with a even more stranger selection from the Chest of Obscurity. See you next time.